Central Connecticut State is the hottest team in the Northeast Conference. Riding a 6-game winning streak, the Blue Devils are just 1 game out of first place. Tonight's opponent, Bryant, is among the NEC's most improved squads. Victors in 6 of their last 9 contests, the Bulldogs are working their way up the league standings. Coming up, NEC Rivalry Week tips off next. Baskerville grabs the carom. Shamik Thompson. Tasek. That's a good look to Thompson. Shamik Thompson. He has 4. And Tim O'Shea wants time. Only 1. Bryant loves to shoot that 3. Corey Maynard drills it. Who just checked in out of Bloomfield, New Jersey. There's Lee. His 3 is good.
And he's a game changer.
Central Connecticut. 6'5" guard from Oak Park, Illinois. Smooth jumper from Devin Bailey, a youngster from England. Central Connecticut trying to win their 7th straight game. But they have their hands full right now with Alex Francis and Bryant. They lead it 20-12. Tasek, no. Horton tips it in.
The long arms of Kenny Horton tapped it in with the left hand. You know,
3 problems, but back in a big way. First in the league in scoring, over 18 per game. Here's Maynard for 3. Thompson finding the open man as usual. Robbie Tasek.
He was like 6'2", Dave.
And the jam. Joe Efese, the sophomore. Rushes it up. That 3 is good by Matthew Lee. And another steal. Lee is on fire here in the first half. He has 15 points. Tasek, strict. Way to stick with it. Tasek. Stay in with Bailey and Tasek. And guarding the post. And a no call there as Francis knocked him over.
Teams, and they're capable of not only winning the league, but maybe winning the game in the NCAA tournament.
Horton tips in the miss. Veterans like Thompson, Horton, Tasek, they move the ball well. That is good. A 2-pointer for Ken Horton. He's putting on a show. 14 points. Box. Easy 2 for Alex Francis off the assist from Dobbs.
Assistant coach at BC, was a head coach at Brown, and young Frankie's a chip off the old block.
Chris Baskerville hits inside and a chance for a 3-point play.
Basket, and he takes his man one-on-one. It's a good call by Coach O'Shea and a good finish by Alex Franchise.
Robbie Tasek answers for Central Connecticut. Along with Dean Martin, I'm Dave Pompkin. They dump it inside. Joe Efese again. In the second half, Lee misses. The leak out. Thompson. Take him in, and they were able to turn both around, getting the ball inside and playing pressure defense. It's a 34-12 advantage in the paint. That's a 3-pointer for Cecil Gresham, who shoots him at 42% from downtown.
More in his career, 27 times. That's the most of any kind of NEC player, and he's only a junior.
And he hits again there. 21 points for Kenny Horton. Gresham, they say that's a 2, but Cecil's starting to feel it. Blue Devils. Jordan. Tipped in by somebody.
Barry Latham.
They'll give it to Latham. It looked like it might have been a central hand.
You know, it was the longest tip-in basketball history right there. But
And Central will just run out the clock. A convincing victory here at home, where they go to 10-1 on the year, 17-7 overall, 10-3 in league play. Looks like they'll stay 1 game behind LIU for first place here in the conference. 71-55, Central Connecticut wins it, and we'll be back to put a wrap on it after this. You're watching Northeast Conference basketball. Ken Horton leads the way with 23. Connecticut led by 2 at the half. Then they led by as many as 24 in the second half, and they end up winning it 71-55 against NEC rival Bryant. And Paul Dottino is standing by with our Ruby Tuesday player of the game.
Well, Dave, it's no surprise it's Central's Ken Horton. And let's see now. 23 points, 11 rebounds, 6 blocks, 6 assists. What else can you do?
I don't know. Honestly, tonight was just a real good game. You know, things seem to be clicking for me. So, you know, like I said earlier, whatever I can do to help my team win, I'm all for it.
See, I was just giving you a bunch of assists. They actually said it was 6 steals. Not as many assists because you're a selfish guy, right? You don't want to pass the ball, do you?
I'll pass it whenever. You know, I'm not ashamed of passing the ball at all. You know, my guys can score the ball, so why not?
Okay, now let me ask you this, though. First half, they do a pretty good job of bottling you up, and then in the second half, you exploded. You're telling me now that in the second half, you guys have had a lot of these hot streaks. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think that we're able to find something, you know, a hole in the defense, and once we find a hole in the defense, you know, we're able to just open it up. So once we do that, you know, things seem to be clicking for us as they did tonight.
Now, as usually is the case here at Central Connecticut, when this team wins, the crowd comes out, they're loud, they're raucous, they really give you guys a good home court edge. You're now 10-1 at home this season. Now, you're in second place. How important would it be for you guys to get 1, 2, or maybe 3 tournament games in the NEC at home in this building?
It would be real important. You know, our fans come out here every game and they give us a good energy. You know, they give us a good feel, and you know, we like that. We like coming out and playing in front of our friends and our family. You know, that gets us pumped up. So, I mean, if we can get three games in the tournament here, that'll be marvelous.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to finish the regular season on NEC television with Ken Horton and Central Connecticut State against the first place LIU Blackbirds. Ken, I cannot wait.
Me either.
Thanks so much. Best of luck.
Before the game, Paul sat down with a special guest.
Well, thanks so much, Dave. And we are joined by Central Connecticut State's Ken Horton, who right now has got to be the early favorite to be the NEC's Player of the Year. Over 18.5 points and 8.5 rebounds. You lead the league in double-doubles. So what's the secret?
Just to go out and play my hardest, you know. I had to take a year off, so just want to come back strong.
Well, now I want to talk about that. You had to take a year off because of a major knee injury. What was the toughest part of the rehab, and in what ways have you changed as a player since you've come back?
The toughest part of the rehab was probably not so much as me working out, trying to get myself better, but probably just having to watch the games. You know, that was probably just the toughest thing, you know, not being able to be on the floor and, you know, do what I can for the team. So that was probably the toughest thing.
And what about as you've changed as a player?
As I've changed as a player, you know, just more hungry, you know. I want to win. You know, I'll do anything for a win. As I've told my team and my coach thousands of times that I'll do anything. So, you know, that's what I just try to come out and do. Rebound, score the ball, and do all the little things to help us win.
I've been around athletics for a long time, and a lot of times guys will come back from an injury even better, stronger, because they've rehabbed the limb to such a degree that they're like superhuman.
Yeah.
Has that been the case with you?
I wouldn't say superhuman, but I definitely do feel stronger. You know, I'm not hurting anymore, so I think that has enabled me to up my game.
At what point did you start to feel like you were yourself again? Was it a couple of games into the season? Was it even during the preseason?
Yeah, I would say a couple games into the season. You know, I just had to get my flow back. You know, get back into the rhythm of being on the court, actually playing a college game. So I would say getting more into the season.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Ken. I don't know too many people who picked you guys to win the conference this year. Yeah. But right now, you are right on the heels of LIU for first place in the NEC. Are you even surprised at how well you guys have done? You're on a 6-game winning streak, and again, you're trying to chase them down.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm surprised, because I know that when we play as well as we do as a team, that, you know, we can compete with the best of them. So I wouldn't really say I'm surprised, but, you know, it's just how it goes, and, you know, we're trying to keep it up tonight.
Okay, so what do you need to do to either catch them? And, of course, it's really all about the NEC tournament. Even if you finish first, second, or third, you've got to win the tournament to get the bid.
Yeah, no, we just got to play hard, you know, take it one game at a time, and that's really been our concentration, one game at a time. And, you know, when we do meet them again on the last game of the season, so just got to take it to them. Okay,
now I opened this interview by saying you're the the early favorite for the Player of the Year. What would that mean to you, and who do you think your toughest competition is?
It would mean a lot to get Player of the Year, you know, just to be a part of history. And let me see, my toughest competition, I would probably say
It's tough.
It is. It really is tough. There's a lot of good players in the conference, but I would probably say Tyler Murray from Wagner.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
They got a couple good players.
Yeah.
Wagner's made a lot of noise this year.
Yeah, definitely has. They have a good team. I'm just ready for the tournament to start.
Ken Horton, best of luck. Great to see you back on the court again.
Thank you.
Okay, Dave, back to you.
All right, Paul. Ken Horton talking about Tyler Murray, who is right behind him for the scoring lead in the NEC. It was a good first half for Horton. 8 points, 6 boards, 2 blocks, 2 steals. His team, the Blue Devils, leading it by 2.